Hey guys, what's going on? So, Blood Crow here again. Well, I was playing a league game and decided to look at my phone real quick and noticed that they actually put patch notes out about an hour ago for the next update. And one thing that we can go over here, we'll just kind of go down through the list. This is for update 1.0.77 Winter's Tale. It looks like the Christmas event is here, so the glow of red and green lights, the sheen of white can only mean one thing. It's going to be a holly jolly Christmas to celebrate. Prepare for a few events. All right. So the Christmas party, complete quest for special Christmas presents. All right. Smithy specials. Head to the blacksmith for limited time deal. Purchase discounted equipment, blueprint fragments, legendary equipment materials, and more. I've never seen this event before. At least I don't remember it. And I've been playing the game for like 1,800 something days. Merry Cakemas, we've baked our Christmas cake, but we're out of whipped cream. We're counting on you, Chef. Now that I want to say that sounds familiar, like we've actually seen that before, but I can't remember. No, maybe we haven't. I don't know. There's so many events I put in here just a few times and they take them out or redo them. Arms training, we all know about the arms training. That's really good to get, gold sculptures and stuff like that. Sorority Assault, this is one of my favorite Sorority Assaults because it's a very, very simple event to do. You can do it on just about anything that you have, even really crappy, commanders or accounts, I should say. Well, commanders too, I guess. Zenith of Power, a brand new city theme. Might have to look in game here in a minute and actually see if I can spot that. Opening ceremony, so there's going to be a 7-day log-in event, which is going to be really good. Some events will only be available in regions where all kingdoms have existed for at least 21 days. I wonder how that's going to affect some of these brand new kingdoms that just opened up. So that they may not be able to compete in that at all. I guess we'll see what happens. All right, now look here. This is one thing I saw that I was super excited about. Awaken your iconic equipment to new heights. So it looks like they're adding in the new equipment system. And the cost and equipment. Blah, blah, blah. Let me talk straight here. All iconic effects already in the game will now be iconic 1 tier. The cost of awakening a piece of equipment and its iconic effect depend on the level and type. Awakening to iconic 1 tier requires iconic crystals and gold. Okay, so it's what we were already doing. Subsequent tiers require blueprints, equipment, and gold. All right. After a piece of equipment is awakened to the next iconic tier, it will inherit its previous refinement level and special talent. It will also gain a bonus to attributes. Okay, we've seen examples of that already with that letter they put in the mail recently. Equipment set effects will not be affected when awakening one of the pieces to a new iconic tier. So basically, that means if like you get like 3% defense or 3% attack with the equipment set, it will not affect the actual equipment itself. So the set bonuses are set bonuses. They're stagnant basically. Transmog your city themes with Transmog. That is awesome. I've been asking for this. So if this is correct from how I'm reading this, okay. So we should be able to get a city theme that we want to use, but be able to transmog it to look like something else. So let me just log in here real quick. Give me just a second. Yeah, I know I got a lot of crap on my screen, guys. These right here are for different hard drives, by the way, so I can run multiple PC clients. Just if y'all want to know how to do that, let me know in the comments or whatever, or in game if you're part of the 1128 Wanley Kingdom, and we can actually I can kind of go over, make a tutorial about it, but it's pretty simple to do. So getting this loaded up here, waiting forever it seems like. All right, so basically, so I have my city theme here, right? Now, if I want to use the St. Peter's Basilica right here, but I like how, say, this one looks, then what I'm assuming is that there's going to be a way to apply the theme here, and I'm thinking that up here somewhere there's going to be a transmog option somewhere in this vicinity, or it could be down here. I'm not sure where they're going to put it, but I'm sure it's going to be on the right side of the screen. And we should be able to actually, have our city, because I actually like how this city theme looks. Actually, I like frost stuff. So we should be able to have I should be able to keep that city that I already have, but I should be able to use this transmog. So I think that's going to be pretty awesome. I'm excited about that. All right. Get inducted to the Hall of Fame. So we've seen this already recently. So basically, at the end of each KVK, you should be able to have, at the end of each season of Conquest, should be able to like select people to, you know, have, MVPs basically of the fight. Let's just go ahead and read through it just real fast. So to go down in history and have seen your conquest, okay, before reaching the season, your kingdom will receive an event if it's managed to capture the ziggurat. So this event, if it managed to capture the great ziggurat at any point during the Lost Kingdom. So if obviously you're in the winning kingdom and you and the other allies you have are setting up altar rocks, then you should be able to, basically do this at the end of the KVK. So after reaching the season, you'll be ranked with the rest of your camp by the number of altar rocks received. Yeah, I just said that. If your rank in the top half, you receive this event. Okay, the number of governors you're inducted here depends on a few factors. In the King of the Nile, the stories will be based on which coalition occupied the Great Ziggurat at the end of the Lost Kingdom. From the same starting providence as the coalition received 3 Hall of Fame seats each. Okay. Kingdoms in the same coalition, but with different starting provinces, receive 1. Oh, okay, so they're limited. In other stories, all kingdoms controlled the Great Ziggurat of the Lost Kingdom will each receive 3 Hall of Fame seats. All other participants will receive 1. Okay, well, that's not too bad. After the event begins, all governors will receive a candidate score based on their total kills and deaths in the Lost Kingdom. The top 20 governors in your kingdom will be added to the Hall of Fame candidate list. So basically, if the 1 through 20, for just to give an example, so if, let me see, where can we do an example? Let's just go to rankings. So let's just say that this is the top 20 right here, right? Now, obviously, this is the alliance, so don't worry about that. It's just an example. So it would, you know what, let's just do something different than that. Individual power, screw it, let's just do this. So we'll just go here, right? So I'm ranked 12 right now for power, okay? I haven't done a lot of training yet for the next KVK. I'm trying to keep my power low. But, so 1 through 12, right? So I would be in the top 20. So I would be a candidate. However, if I was unfortunately here at 21 rank, then that means they wouldn't be able to do it. So kind of sucks. But, it's basically I would say it's more of a bragging right than anything. So I feel like that's pretty cool. I mean, I definitely want to try to win that if I can. During the voting phase, the top 300 governors of your kingdom by power will be able to cast votes for candidates. The candidate with the most votes will be inducted to the Hall of Fame. That's awesome. During the speech phase, a written speech will be added to them to the Hall of Fame. Once this period's in, they won't be able to change their speech. There was another previous thing. I probably should have put that and got some screenshots, but I usually do one-take videos, so I really suck with editing. But it's basically, there was another thing on here that actually had that listed, and it's basically like your picture, your icon, so it would basically have this right here, and then down below is a little section, almost like in a high school yearbook if you're from the U.S. All right. So the go down here, so we'll only appear for Lost Kingdoms that began after December 11th. Okay. View the in-game event to learn more. All right. So what else we got? King of the Nile story optimization. I have never played King of the Nile. My kingdom has, but that was before I came back. So frugality reduces resources cost of healing by 10%. Okay. The adjusted reduces cost of healing units by 10%. You can save up to 700 million resources this way per season. That's nice, because I go through a lot of resources when I heal. Medical skills. Original, increase hospital speed by 15. Adjusted, increase hospital speed by 15. You can save up to 6,000 minutes of healing this way per season. That's honestly not a lot, but I guess they're balancing out, I'm assuming, like the average people use, and they're including probably the lower level people. I'm thinking that's a sum of, I think that's a sum. I feel like that should be higher. 6,000 minutes is not that much. Safe return. Original. Reduce the number of severely wounded units for your field troops by 8. These units will be slightly wounded instead. That's pretty good. Adjusted. Reduce the number of wounded units for your field troops by 8. The units will instead be slightly wounded. Severely wounded can be reduced by up to 500,000 units. Does not affect the number of dead. Okay, that seems like a good one to me. That's 500,000 troops, so that's not horrible. That's still a good amount. That's still a lot of savings. Other Conquest improvements. Add a new legendary quality engineering weapon. Oh. If you're in the Season of Conquest, you can obtain blueprints for a variety of methods. Blueprint fragments. Okay, that's the Holy Knights event stuff. I still have a piece of one of mine because I feel like they're kind of useless. I kind of broke all my stuff down, but this stuff right here. So these are basically the knight equipment that they're talking about right here. All right. Let's see what else we got. Equipment chests from Ceroli, Golden Kingdom, and Ian's Ballads events will have a chance to obtain blue fragments for a new weapon. Only includes chests you acquire after the update. Okay. So, guys, if you're hoarders, it's not going to matter. You might as well just open them up, clear it out, and, save it up to do another big opening. That's what this looks like. Visit the Black Abyss to see the effects of the new engineering weapon. What is it? Is it in the game already? Hold up. Let's see if it's in the game already. It may not be. It's supposed to be after the update, but still. Highest quality. Okay, just had to check and see. So yeah, looks like it's not in here yet. Sometimes they put stuff in here and we don't know it. Alright. Adjusted rewards of Season of Conquest, Lucerne, adjusted certain levels. Level 50 legendary equipment leaf rankers have been changed to blueprint choice chests for specific equipment slots. I like that. I like that a lot. The new rewards will be available in Lucerne's after the update. Okay. Add a new enemy chieftain challenge. Arlesia, the Harbinger of the Earthfinder. Okay. That sounds interesting. So probably going to be like a, from Bossing Say or something. Optimize the event interface to highlight the enemy chieftain's key skills. 6 new chieftain skills have been added to legend mode. Okay. Barbarian Keep and Barbarian Camp improvements. Please tell me there's a search feature added, for God's sake. Added difficulty levels to Barbarian Keep in the Lost Kingdom and added animal bones to the list of potential rewards. Okay. Barbarian Keeps in Lost Kingdom will now have Keep resource centers. What the heck is this? Keep resource centers. That's interesting. I wonder what that actually means. After defeating the Keep's chieftain Iron Balder, you'll be able to occupy and gather from the Keep's resources centers. Is it like resources? The higher level of the Keep, the greater output of resources of its own centers. The new Barbarian Keep Refrigerator gradually rolled out Lost Kingdoms after December 18th. Using the Heroic Anthem story, we'll be able to first experience these update Barbarian Keeps. Animal bones to the list as the camp rewards and increased maximum kills per day. So, are we able to farm these keeps after we destroy them like a resource node? I'm kind of curious. What kind of PC improvements do we get? Added the ability to adjust your cursor. You can now change the size of your cursor or switch cursor icons. Okay, so I know I'm not a huge creator. I barely get any views right now. Maybe that'll change. But the one thing I would like to be able to do, please, Rise of Kingdoms people, whatever, if enough people watch this, please suggest it. So I do not mind the fact that we can actually select the screen here. That is fine. What I would really like to see so very much is a way to just like in BlueStacks or something where you can select this corner and see how it's only adjusting it a certain amount. I'd also like to be able to, kind of like squinch it or whatever. But, still. This is still okay, but you can only go down so far. As you can see here, I'm kind of capping it out by scrolling down. I would like to be able to keep it this length right here, but drag it down if I can. And hell, if we could drag it down like that, we could probably put the chat system here below it or something. I don't know. There's ways to improve it. There's just things. I wish I could just adjust it more openly, like you can in some of those other ones. All right. Let me see. Optimize the display. Rules for the event page. Sidebar. Okay. Improve visual effects. Receiving a new commander in the Heart's Desire event. I don't really think that's necessary. Add an immigration log to the Lost Temple immigration management page. That's good. Alliance leaders and officers can now set a per troop limit for an alliance building's reinforcements. That's freaking great. Dear God, that is great. So especially like if you're setting up resource gathering in your home kingdom, I guess the best example is, yeah, this right here. So when you're building one of these, you'll be able to set it at 40, 50, 60, 80. You know, some kingdoms actually have a limit to how many troops you can put in here. So that way everybody can actually gather resources, you know. So that's awesome. I like that. Optimize the alliance block list and pass list features. Add a mail notification when a member is added or removed from the pass list. Okay, that's not bad. The time for a member to be automatically removed from the block list has been changed from 100 to 180 days. You know, I would rather this be an option to be like 90, 180, or permanent or something. Like, I wish we had more control over the block list, because obviously if someone's been blocklisted, unless we keep a spreadsheet of that, then we're not going to, you know, we need to, we definitely need this to be a better option. I'm glad they're increasing it looks like, but I'd rather that be permanent. The armament transmutation feature now requires secondary verification. Okay, so I'm assuming, like, if I was to come in here, transmute an item, right? Just say, like, this one. I've been working on this, right? I got to get some more coins. I've been using them all up. I'm assuming that when you hit this, it'll pop up a screen. And then instead of it actually just immediately transmuting it or asking, it's going to have just it's like a two-step verification. I don't know if I like that or not. I mean, obviously, if I'm working on it, I'm working on it. But I guess enough people's messed up on it, and it's caused an issue. So I guess we'll see. Adjust the authority of the Counselor Alliance title. Counselors can now appoint, remove, and adjust the officer titles. Okay. Counselors can now manage their alliance past list and block list. Awesome. Add a download manager for extra in-game content. You can go to Settings, DLC to download additional content for the game. What is the extra DLC to download? I might see if it's already there. It's probably not. This probably won't happen until obviously after. 4 new enemy skills have been added to the legend mode to protect supplies, armed trains, and battles and EMs. Oh, man. I won't lie, man. The protected supplies can be pretty freaking rough to do. Even with the gear and everything I've got in commanders. I've got like nearly 40 max commanders, including, you know, a lot of them. But, Jesus, man, I don't know if that's really good or not. I just like seeing this very first one here. 4 hours ago, please roll back iconic upgrade. No, I honestly don't think this is going to be the end of the free-to-play. I mean, honestly, there's a lot of concern over it. But the simple fact is free-to-play, and I think low spenders. I'm considered a low spender now. But I just play a lot. This is my main. This is my, alt farm. And I've obviously got like some more over here as well that I manage. And it's one of those situations where, if I can find it, here it is. So these are all my farms as well. So I manage like 8 of them. But I don't really think that that's going to be a problem, because you can always AoE barb farm and do other things during the KVK to get better resources and stuff. Alright guys, well, I guess we're going to see what some of these features are. So in the section here, I'm assuming that it's going to be in either, I'm going to say other, is where that new feature is going to show up for DLC. I don't really think it's going to be anywhere else. I don't believe. So yeah, I guess we're going to find out what this new setting is going to be for DLC content. Kind of curious to see what it's going to include for PC and everything. Alright guys, well, y'all have a good rest of y'all's day. Appreciate y'all watching the video. Got any questions or anything, let me know down below. Appreciate you.